Let's try this again. We'll try it on, is it the anti-cheat maybe doing it? You know, it's really... I never played Natural Selection because as someone who's really into aliens for a long time, it was really difficult to get excited about Space Marines shooting at alien bugs unless it had a really compelling like world building side to it. Unless it had a really unique aesthetic and cool looking designs. And say what you will about the Paul Verhoeven adaptation of the book, which is I think there's a lot of reasonable criticisms of that adaptation. He didn't really like the source material or believe in the ideals of the author, and he didn't really do justice to the author's vision, which I don't approve of. I think the Japanese anime adaptation of Starship Troopers was probably even more true to the source material, but then I think at least we got the animated series, which was pretty close. Paul Verhoeven just shit and piss all over the novel. He did not like Heinlein as a person. But the designs for the bugs they did for the movie are iconic. That's like top 10 classic movie monsters quality. So it's hard to hate on it. Paul Verhoeven at least did a really good job of visualizing the Starship Troopers world. Like the ships look good, the uniforms look good, the bugs look good. And now he did such a good job of putting a visual face to all the shit from the novel that even when I reread the novel, I can't help but imagine it using the uniforms and the bug designs and whatever from the movie. Which doesn't really make sense because in the book there were intelligent, like they had energy weapons and shit, and they were skinnies. The animated series does probably the best job of marrying the two. I guess this will solve the difficulty problems. I don't really want the bugs to be easy to kill because that diminishes their scare factor. I wonder how long this will live. It's like Aliens Fireteam, which was fucking awesome for the year or so people played it. I had a nightmare about xenomorphs last night. But it's not being able to get away from the swarming xenomorphs.
We go live to Planet Valaka, the mobile infantry ready to engage against the bug menace.
Advance. Capture territories and build bases. Gotcha.
Brimstone 1, this is an assault and secure mission. Our objective is to set up a base and gather data on the site. Our first priority is to secure a base of operations. You will exterminate any enemy threat from the area. Pyre out. Pyre HQ to Brimstone 1, you are weapons free to commence the mission. Give them hell, troopers.
That's more like it. Oh fuck, oh god, oh shit.
Area is secure. Good job, Brimstone 1. Reload and rearm before heading out.
I get killed? Something happened.
Clear the drop zone.
And I killed and respawned. Nope, I got exploded. Something landed on me.
Hello there.
Cover me. Reloading.
Can I throw grenades? I can.
Delivering grenade.
That's how I do grenades.
Be advised, sensors indicate arachnid threat levels have risen. Large arachnid patrol detected in the field. Its destruction is highly recommended.
Not running great. How's my health? Where's my health meter? No! Thinly veiled allegory for communists! Yeah, get some. That's a more reasonable difficulty. You go back and get ammo. Need more grenades, basically. I've got a plasma bug now.
This is Pyre. Area is secure. I say again, area is secure. Rearm before you proceed to your next...
Brimstone 1, this is Vulture 1. Payload is loaded up and en route. Stay clear of the drop zone.
Warning, arachnid threat levels have increased. Salvageable field power generators have been detected. Move out and secure the generators.
Reloading! Loading fresh mag!
Would you like to know more?
This is Pyre. Area is secure. I say again, area is secure. Rearm before you proceed to your next objective. We are seeing a large amount of enemy activity in your AO. Base construction is a go. Move. Be advised, sensors indicate arachnid threat levels have risen. Stand by for the ARC. ETA 1 minute.
Load it up with the payload. Vulture 1 on the way. Clear the drop zone. Payload is on the ground. Vulture 1 is returning to the Gurren.
With the big gates open, they act as a man door. Only we could fit inside.
Pulse detected. Readings look good so far, Brimstone 1. I am detecting a lot of arachnid activity, so expect company.
The base is under attack.
Rockets on those grenadiers.
That didn't go well. That's sick as I can knock down the walls. Of course they can. That's fucking awesome. That's overwhelming. Oh, let me not get exploded.
The base is under attack.
That's a lot of bugs. Ooh, that's a lot of bugs. No.
ARC is at 25% complete.
No, you don't. You little scamp.
The base is under attack.
You little rascal. What do you think you're doing? Can't really see what's going on. Nope, I'm dying a lot.
Warning. The base is under attack.
Well,
Keep that base standing, Brimstone 1. We're reading that the ARC is halfway to completion.
Warning. The base is under attack.
this would be much better if I could see what's going on. If it wasn't streaming, basically, and if I had better internet. Hope there's a mod for this that adds just single player levels.
Warning. The base is under
You're
attack.
dead.
Warning. The base is under attack.
Well,
Target at 75%. We're almost there, Brimstone 1.
The base is under attack. Warning. The ark is under attack. Warning. The base is under attack. Warning. The base is under attack. Warning. The base is under attack.
what was that? Oh, it's like a laser bug. It's like a plasma scorpion.
The Ark has completed its data gathering cycle. All troopers on the ground, prepare to extract.
Focus on the gunners before it starts.
Vulture 1 here. Right in on the way for extraction. Move it to the LZ, troopers. Hustle up.
That's just not my genre. I love the assets. I hope. This is a weird thing to say about a game, but I'm glad that the assets got made because now they can be ripped for other stuff like VR chat. Those are some good-looking assets that really fit the world and the style of the films. I wouldn't be opposed to them getting reused either. I just want a single-player campaign. I don't want to play online with people. I don't like people. Although I guess that's the true experience, since it's really about a military being a part of a fighting force. In the book and in the film. Not sure what I'm going to do. Or Demon Turf. I'm kind of not feeling up to streaming more tonight. I'm kind of streamed out. Is that okay with everybody? I did quite a large variety of things. I think we're going to call it quits a little bit early tonight. Just so I can get some things done before I have to go to bed. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for whoever bought me that game. I'll play more of it. I just need to have a group of bros to play it with. I'm not sure if it's my dream Starship Trooper games. Terran Command was much closer. If Terran Command had base building like that in it, I hope there's a sequel to Terran Command. There's much more of a traditional resource gathering and base building RTS, because that's what I wanted. And it was still pretty good as it was, just stripped down. It's much more like something like Dawn of War with a Starship Troopers coat of paint. Still, what a treat for Starship Troopers fans. Who would have expected that we would have gotten so much good content from Starship Troopers as a franchise, so close together? What do we owe the pleasure? Terminator fans are also going to get spoiled. We have the Nakon open world Terminator horror game, which to me, to my ear, what they've teased sounds like... actually, no, there is something I could play. Sounds like they're going to be releasing Dead by Daylight as a... that kind of gameplay loop as a single player game with just the Terminator as the enemy. I got the Amnesia, the bunker demo. Let's play that. Let's not quit so quickly. I've been waiting on this one too. I wanted to play this tonight. I don't want to wait for another 2 days to play this. I can't believe I almost forgot this. This is also much more on brand for the channel. I wish they would have contacted me. I had a great script that fits perfectly with this setting. I also had a great script for Bioshock 4 if they would have gotten in touch with me. So big question mark. Are they going to be able to win me back after they lost me with Rebirth? So 2 big name games tonight, actually, back to back. I might have to complete this one next time, though. We only have about 40 minutes to play it. 48 minutes. 38 minutes. I take it back. I'm bad at math. Maybe we'll just go over time. Then again, it's not every day that you get a chance to play a new frictional game. They take about 5 years in between. You know what'd be the biggest fucking kick in the nads? I actually did send them a script for this game years ago, if they actually used it. And then they didn't credit me. Wouldn't that be Pog? Poggers. I'm not crazy about the fact that they keep reusing their Amnesia name. I guess that's just what they have to do now, because that's what they're known for. Because the streamers. Fucking streamers. What assholes, right? I've heard this changes some parts of the formula, though. I know it is physics-based, okay. I've heard the drawers are not, though. Which I hope is not true. Oh, you have a body. Let me, more than that. That's somewhat tolerable. No, it doesn't feel different at all. Somewhat. Very moody. Is this a new version of their engine? How much has changed since Rebirth?
July, 1700 hours.
Ah, very good.
I am in a state of agony.
Optional.
Cripples my body, captures my mind, bleeds my soul. This thing I've done, this
See,
thing.
that's how you do it. Optional audio logs and text instead of full screen, unavoidable, unskippable cinematics. They've learned lessons since Rebirth. I also like the Zipcord light. I bet something like this really existed in history. I was reading earlier about Soviet-era audio bugs that were powered remotely by radio waves that didn't require batteries. So they would send radio waves to the bug, and then the bug that would power the bug, and the bug would send radio waves back. It's like a radio mirror. That's a human head. I guess this is a good enough mechanic to ensure you have a flashlight when you need it, but that you don't use it too much. These are all burned bodies, actually. That's a rib cage. Wow, alright. The Colonel's extra crispy recipe. Hope that's not a mechanic throughout the entire game. What is this? What came through here? Don't want to meet that dad. Did-a-doo-doo. Can I, Oh, cool. This must be HPL, what, 4, 5? What is that? What is that? What is that thing? What is that thing? What is that? What is that? Holy shit, they still got it. They still got the touch. So supposedly in the demo at least you only get like one button. Never mind. That must have been a rumor. Nope, that's one bullet. I don't know if that's going to be true for the whole game or if that's a gimmick for the demo. Yeah, we have one bullet for this demo, so far as I know. Does it make sense to have a dynamo flashlight? I feel like It kind of does. I mean, it's shitty, but it never really runs out of power until you die. Do I use the bullet on this? Or do I try to find the key? That's the kind of fucking gamer decisions they're making us contemplate. No, it's still physics-based. Sold it, Clement. That's me, I think. Signed, Jasinski. I guess the common theme of all the Amnesia games is that you have amnesia. Amnesia! I've been here before. I don't have gyro controls. I would have appreciated that. That's why we need Steam Controller too. We need to standardize the industry around it. So every PC game has a gamepad support with gyro controls. This is really interesting to control on the Steam Deck. I mean the Steam Pad gamepad controller. No power. Dare I use a bullet on that lock? I feel like that's a mistake, and that's what they're trying to get us to do. In a situation where you're not going to be able to recharge your flashlight or get new batteries for a long, long time, a dynamo flashlight might be a really nice thing to have. I got... What the fuck? Was that a meat nugget? Meat nugget get, I guess. Oh, I see. Feels like home. Playing a frictional game again after all this time. I wish they would answer my fucking emails. I send them so many good ideas. I sent them the idea to make their next game set in an underwater base, and I refuse to believe that's not why they did it. Uh-oh. Locked. I guess I have to use the bullet. Am I going to regret that? Kind of already do. That can't really be the only bullet I get in the whole demo, can it? Ah, safe room. Ooh, we got Resident Evil style safe chests. This is really cool. a stopwatch. This is more my speed. This is the kind of thing I like to play. Oh, free looks. 9960. Oh, it is like Resident Evil. You find codes on the back of shit. This is taking a lot of inspiration from RE8 and 7, I think. Do I have to use my inventory? Kind of clunky controls, so I'd prefer it be automatic. There we go. Why am I timing myself? Generator fuel. Only fires near the fuel. I can use this as an explosive. Ooh, oh shit. No. Really? No? Rope? Really? Rope is not something that is useful enough that I could justify putting it in my inventory? Are you kidding me? When have I not needed rope in one of these games before? Cloth. So I need cloth, but I don't need rope. Make that make sense to me. You know what? Actually, I'm going to put this away. Because I have lighting now. Does the stopwatch tell me how long the fuel lasts for? This is feeling good so far. This is feeling frictional-y. This is like what I want from a frictional game. I know what gamers like. I know what gamers want. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. Think you can bamboozle the original bamboozler? Sounds like BioShock. Multiple ways to clear obstacles. That sounds good to me. I like the grimdark brown and bloom aesthetic. I like the time period, the setting. Not seen another human for hours. Hope there might be another if I leave that now so you don't waste any time. This is the only exit, the only way out of this hell everyone making. Blown closed, things to be blown open, dynamite locking the arsenal, detonator handled somewhere down in the Roman tunnels, deeper in hell. Roman tunnels? Is this going to be like Penumbra where the deeper we go, the further back in time we go? Roman tunnels. Are we in Italy? We have to be in Italy, then. Or somewhere in Europe that there were Roman tunnels. This is beautiful, by the way. I don't know if it comes across on your end. I think we all agree World War I is Kino. I hope we all agree. Don't need water. This really should be a VR game with the way that it manages items. I kind of don't have any sympathy for them if they haven't made it. Because you could imagine this hand just being a floating hand. Real easy. And having one hand be the gun hand and one hand be the flashlight hand. Just like in Doom 3 VR. Uh-oh. Well, that makes sense. I need one of those now. Can't open. I think this is uniquely immersive on the Steam controller's touchpad. Really feels much more like you're controlling stuff in the environment than if you were using a thumbstick. I'm glad I kept going tonight. I'm glad I remembered this. I really meant to do this for a long time. Oh, but I don't have a bullet. I don't have a bullet, do I? This is fucking quality. I should be more hyped for this than I am, but I'm not fully sold on the premise. Like, is the whole game going to take place in a bunker? Bunker. Das Bunker. Bunker haben Flagel. Okay. You can find this Fournier, our commanding officer, cowers next to me now. Has lost his mind and a bit severe. Repeats the same refrain over and over. Sealed the beast. Okay, so there's a monster down here with us. We dug too deep and too greedily. Once we're free of this place, I'll get to the arsenal code from him. We'll get it and we'll radio back to you. Trapped down here with the beast. The arsenal may be our only hope. It's all I can do. All I have courage to do. Fuel is a resource you apparently need quite frequently in this game. I guess that makes sense. The only real form energy came in at this time was fuel. There were batteries by this point, but they weren't great. Oh, whoops. Nice try, sucker. Is it gonna die down? I can jump. I can jump if I want to. I've got more bullets. It's not true, in fact, you only get one bullet. I guess that was just a meme. Oh, bullets. My favorite. Nope. That's just as good as it gets. It might just be like a flywheel in there. Like a zip strip flywheel. Which would be the strangest concept for a flashlight I've ever heard of. Oh, I can technically hide myself in here. I might want to leave that open for later. Or not. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Is that how playable is that on Steam Deck? After raid of last evening, we have custody took some 20 German soldiers from the IV Reserve Corps of the Second Army. Because their cells past capacity. With one exception, I recommend they be shipped to the camps as soon as feasible. He ripped his tank and insignia from his uniform, since rank remains unknown. Since captures refused to say a word, I suspect he's maybe an officer or other important person. I believe once removed from his men, we can break him. Please advise. A little bit morbid, I guess, in times of war. All's fair in love and war, except according to the Geneva Convention. Well, I have another bullet now. Technically, I could, Ow. What just happened? I could use this also. I have 2 bullets. Reynard. Well, that's locked from the inside. If that's really the plot of this game, is just an ancient evil was unleashed by excavating too deeply in the ancient tunnels. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a little bit disappointed. I expect a better story than that. Turnblade's death of bunker. They're to hunt the beast down and kill it. They tell me it's not possible. The bullets don't kill it. They just buy a little time and the beast comes back angry. Cowards. They fail to face a worse fate than claws in the darkness. Oh, that's a grenade. I want more items. What do I drop? I've got a grenade. Exit? What do you mean exit? What if there's no monster encounters? What if that's just to tempt you to use your bullets? Let me try this. I saw that, yeah. Okay, that doesn't work on that. That doesn't work. Blowing up the door. Why does that not work? Processing deceased soldiers. Reverse side of their ID tags. It's good that there's a hint in there for that. 'Cause not everyone's going to assume. Let me put this away. What is this? Oh, a flare. I guess? How badly do I really need that, though? Is that the outside? Can I go outside? Oh no, the entrance is fucked. Looks like this is the way to go, though. If I had pushed the dynamite barrel all the way down here, maybe. This is a detonator, too. Somebody must have thought about that before I did. Let me make a Molotov cocktail. I knew that's what that was for. This is cool so far. Medical mortuary. Rats and burnt corpses. Rat problem's not getting any better. The swarm of dead bodies are coming after the wounded. Have no interest. You were right, Zulu. Burn all the dead bodies. Fills my soul with pain. Burn them we must. I should have trusted Zulu to know about this. I don't really need a flare. This is cool as fuck, though. Mission, storage, communications, prison. I wonder what's in the prison. I don't think we've been there yet. Oh, this is where I put the dynamite. But the dynamite won't do anything. Will it? Will it be able to unclog the entrance? What about this door? It does blow the door down. So what happened? Poison gas? Okay. The gas is spreading. That's not good. That's a problem. I guess that worked, though.
9th of July. I do not know the time, but dusk has fallen and still
Shrugged.
a corpse. No word. When I asked the sergeant, he shrugged, as if I was asking about when it might next rain. These fools around me laughing, drinking.
Is this the prisoner? Zero 0004. I can't unlock this. And Laval. Okay. I hope we're still getting a remaster of Panzer Dragoon 2. I really enjoyed that remaster. Oh, it would appear we're gonna be wearing a gas mask for much of this game. Got no bullets. I may as well put my gun away then. So what are the other items I'm looking for? Zulu would know better than I would if this is what it's like to have a gas mask on. Oh, you can't stand it for too long. Understandable. I don't know how I feel about inventory management in this game. So, Jay Delisle. I need to find the corpse of Jay Delisle and get the necklace, the dog tags off of him. So I can unlock these goodies. I like the crafting. That's a cool addition. There was some limited crafting in prior games, but it was for puzzle items. It wasn't for, like, weapons. I'll worry about higher res Steam Deck screens when I have money to eat with. I still have to pay you back for something. Did you help me afford? So I can't be thinking about spending money on nice things right now. I need to pay off my debts. Right now, all my money has to go to back taxes and car insurance, basically. I may just have to cancel my car insurance policy and just not drive. I don't want to be one of those jackasses who drives without insurance, though. Oh, the generator went out. That's right. Let me turn on the generator before I bother with that. Yeah, I'll need the gas mask at some point. I don't really need this. Summertime e-bike. Yes, it is. Wish I had money for goodies. I wish I had money for anything. I need to earn more money. You do DoorDash or become a notary. I've been looking at becoming a notary. Being a notary has a high cost of entry. Actually, it's a couple $100 to get all the fees paid for your application, but it pays quite good money. I'm surprised more people don't do it. Okay, this is where the generator is. Good to know. This feels like a Resident Evil game, oddly. Am I way off? Is it just me, gamers? I like the control scheme. The control scheme is really well thought out and very intuitive, and I don't have to fumble very much with it. My e-bike works fine. Thank God for my e-bike as a backup. I've relied on it many times. It's so valuable just having a backup vehicle that's motorized. It doesn't require license or registration or fuel. I wonder how much longer it'll be good for, though, because it's at this point, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 7, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's a 6-year-old battery at this point, but I've not really used it a lot. But they degrade just sitting around, though, is the issue. Does seem like a good gig if I can get it. I need to pass the test. I need to, maybe I should just be a notary. Maybe that's the answer to my problems. Strange scratching sounds a few moments ago. Facing the hallway. Robert Maynard. This is kind of a return to Monkey for Frictional, because their first game ever, Penumbra Overture, started out in World War II in a World War I bunker. Actually, it started out on a ship, but the first area was a World War I bunker. Maybe they thought that's a theme we could stand to flesh out. Excuse me. I don't know what that is. Gore, I guess. Photographs. This is all the collection, but it's not forced on you. It's much more tastefully done. Bravo! Bravo, Frictional. You've learned some lessons, important lessons. So this is a setting I have seen before. And I have not so far seen anything particularly original about the implementation. P. Barden. 2912. Okay, we can open another one of the lockers now. This is pretty good. It's slow paced, it's cerebral, it's investigative. This is what I like. I like poking around derelict ruins and investigating what happened. Where's our winds? Is our fourth formal request for resupply of wine? Where's our wine? Cells running low. Reaction among the men if we're forced to implement harsher rationing. I'm already fielding complaints on a daily basis. This army runs on morale and morale runs on wine. My request was for 10 crates. We've received 2. Is this an alternate timeline in which Britain and France and the United States lose World War I? I can't... What if I... What if I throw a rock at it? I don't see any tools. Oh, I see. Hang on. We can use explosives here. I wish I could blow that up. I'm assuming that's what we're supposed to do. Oh, spoopy. I'm going to save the game and quit for tonight, and we'll continue this next time. Leave it. Look. Oh! What was that? What was that? No! No! Is that the end of the demo, or is that just me fucking up? I guess I'm not supposed to hang out too close to those holes. Well, that's a good point in the game to quit. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to playing that next stream. But for now, we have to sadly say our adieu for the remainder of the night. I had a good time tonight. We did a wide variety of stuff. We saw a lot of cool, interesting new games and demos and whatnot. I don't know how I feel about Bunker. It's so far favorable. It's very slow burn. I'm hoping more happens, but I think the handling of the narrative and the control scheme is very sophisticated and very intuitive. They put a lot of thought into streamlining how things used to work in Amnesia and Penumbra. It's kind of the best of both worlds now, and they've implemented very obviously a lot of ideas from Resident Evil, which is, I think, a good idea. I think a lot of quality of life stuff and gameplay mechanics people are used to from Resident Evil, they'll be looking for in a game like Amnesia, The Bunker. I can't wait to play more of it on Friday. So get at me on Friday, same ham time, same ham channel. That's 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time to 11 o'clock p.m. This is Ham Dad signing off and returning you to your regularly scheduled sleepy time with your cozy pets if you have a cat or dog. If you don't, just hug your pillow and cry.